good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in space, the final frontier. God, that sounds familiar. Welcome. Frida Zane, bonjour, konnichiwa, aloha, and ciao to Space Traders. We are international. We have at least one person in Guam right now, so I think that counts. We are with the the stock Jedi to my left, your right. He's never right, and you'll see why in a few seconds.
Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah, crackle and
So
pop.
it
See,
begins.
nobody cares about the snap. All they care about is the crackle and pop. Consider that when you lose today. I am the rocket scientist for Space Traders. Space Traders, we are investing in Uranus. And we have also a couple of guests today. I know. How do I still have a job, man? We have a couple of guests today. We have, can we use your name, Scott, today? I don't want people to.
Absolutely.
Okay, well then, Scott, we have Scott. Scott's like, oh, I just got that. We have Scott. Is that Brett Hap?
Brightop, but very close.
Brotap?
Sure, we'll say Brotap. I'm from the ISO.
All right, Scott Brotap. And then we have Peyton Nails.
Neelis, but that works.
Okay. All right, Peyton. Oh, no, I don't want to listen. We're happy to have you guys here, and we appreciate you guys getting up this early to do this. So I don't want to, misconstrue the data in our competition today. How would you like to be referred to today? Do you have a nickname? Do you have a last name?
Peyton's fine.
Okay, Peyton. Okay. All right. Are you related to the football guy, Peyton Manning?
I taught Peyton Manning everything he knows, and then he was like, I'm going to use your name. And I was like, that works. Yeah, so.
True story.
Dude, you got a formidable team here. We got a little wit going, man. All right, so let me create the layout of the land here. I love SunPower. What we do here on Space Traders is we talk about long-term investments. We look at formal research. We look at technical research and anecdotal research, and then just, I don't know, common sense, I guess, and that tends to be a little funny. We today are going to, just like PTI, which is great on ESPN, pardon the interruption, if you guys ever seen that, we're going to kind of do a similar format today, but it's going to be 2-on-2. It is going to be me against Scott, and we are going to be talking about SunPower stocks. SunPower stocks. Also, please refer. Did you have a question?
Yeah, don't you mean you versus Saw?
Yeah, I was going to say
Solar stocks.
Oh, are we doing comedy today? Oh, man.
This is going to be a really good competition if it's you versus Scott.
You might want to save that, sweetheart, till the 2-drink minimum, because I don't think anybody's buying it right now. Okay. By the way, just so you know, Peyton and Scott, if you could please refer to me today as the rocket scientist. We try to keep names out of this for YouTube. Of course, well, okay. Do we want to start again because your name was mentioned, Saw, or what do we think?
No, it's fine.
All right, fuck it. Here we go. All right, So anyway, here we go, guys. Here we go. We're doing SunPower stock versus SunJerks stock, which is a better buy long-term on the stock market. Oh, nobody wants to interrupt. Wow, dude, you guys suck. Dude, I literally called your stock SunJerks, and then I paused to give you an opportunity to reply. All right, so who wants to go first here?
Well, why don't I go first and actually explain what this video is about? Because I don't think you made that very clear, rocket scientist. You're all over the place. Anyways, Space Traders, glad to have you on here. Look, we talk about in the group a lot how exciting renewable energy is, and that's where if you've got money and you want to focus on companies that are trying to reduce the carbon footprint, definitely the way to go. And then, of course, if you've been in our Facebook group, you've seen that Dave does nothing but talk about SunPower repeatedly. I mean, he literally posts about it every day, why it keeps going down, hold, don't sell, I feel like he's a Wall Street better for SunPower.
And what happens when the sun comes down the next day? Scott, you want to answer that one?
It comes right back up.
So, anyways, one of the aspects that you guys have definitely shared interest in is investing in solar energy. And I know solar's been something that, renewable and green energy people have been talking about for like 10 plus years, and it hasn't moved the needle a lot. But the interesting thing is, since the final quarter of 2020 and going into 2021, solar powered energy stocks across the board have been very bullish. Analysts are extremely bullish. We see various companies, established and new companies, climbing at least 100, if not 200% over the last 3 months. So is there an opportunity to jump in? And where is that opportunity? David and I have separate opinions about that. Scott and Peyton are here to share their analysis as well. And, we're not just here to just talk about stocks, but we're going to put money where our mouth is, and we're gonna put it to a bet. And we hope you guys watching along decide on which team you want to join too, whether it's going to be SunPower with Dave and Scott or Sunworks with myself and Peyton. So I'm going to leave it up to the idiots over here to go first to talk about their SunPower and why it's been going down so much lately.
That's real cute. You can either invest in the Tom Brady of SunPower or a JC quarterback for San Jose State with SunJerks. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started today. Let's take a look at SunPower, and let's look at its history. SunPower was first began in 1985.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, history sucks, huh? Don't repeat it. Okay. Why don't you pay attention? It started out in 1985. Ding dong. And it grew to what we have today is 8,900 employees. It secured in 2020 $1 billion in funding. It is one of the biggest solar-powered companies out there. And that's one of my first point. And Scott, I'm going to have you add something to this if you'd like. Does bigger mean better?
A lot of times, yes, almost most of the time, yes. One of the big advantages SunPower has over Sunworks is SunPower is not only sell solar panels and storage equipment, but they also do R&D. So they develop it and manufacture it. They're vertically integrated, where as far as I know, Sunworks is not. So SunPower just relies on itself. They get the job done by themselves. And also their market cap is, I think, 7x, or their revenue last year was 7x what the market cap of Sunworks is. So they are significantly bigger. So at any moment, they could just stomp out Sunworks if they become too big of a threat, if they wanted to, or just acquire them.
Yeah, they've been acquiring companies like a fat kid acquires cake. Their revenue was 1.8 billion in 2019. So yeah, they're globally stomping fools out, man. All right, care to retort?
I mean, if those are the reasons for investing in SunPower, that's terrible, because I could name like a dozen companies that, based on their market cap and revenue, are much better than your piece of crap.
Go ahead, name something. Name one.
Our friends up north, Canadian Solar. I've got money in them. They're great. I don't think SunPower even falls in the top 20 when I was looking at the charting on this. It doesn't even fall in the top 20 of stocks that analysts are encouraging people to buy over the course of this next year. But you know what? You go ahead and read your Wikipedia notes, because that's not how Peyton and I figure out stuff. Okay.
Hey, let me tell you something, Wicker Man. All right. Think about large companies. What do large companies get? I'm going to tell you. They get the support of the government. Okay. SunJerks has only 230 employees, and they've been around since 2002. That means 18 years of playing in the stock, playing in the sun, playing in the sand. They've only got 230 employees. What are they adding? One employee a year?
Well, on those one employees a year, and speaking of acquiring things, Sunworks also just acquired and hired that one guy that's going to change it all. Galen Morris. I don't know if you know anything about
our
him,
new
but
CEO.
Galen Morris.
He is the new CEO.
85th. He was ranked 85th out of 100 on CEOs for Sun companies. And let me tell you,
because he just
that's bull crap.
85's not cutting it, baby.
He just started making it to 85 when you started 3 weeks ago. Well played, sir. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you got to look at his track record. All right, David. Morris is actually a really big reason why a lot of people are bullish on Sunworks. He has a track record in engineering, construction, in the renewable space energy, and he's done a tremendous job. Kind of like, you know, it's very similar to when like Cohen jumped onto GME and then it went all the rocket to the moon, you know? Wait, can you name me your CEO? Who's the CEO of SunPower, Dave? You know anything about him? You know anything about your leadership?
Scott, you want to take that one?
I've done about, never mind.
Listen, let's move on. Hey, let's move. Let's fight CEO, whatever. He's unproven. Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
totally proven.
unproven.
Just new for this company.
Unproven in the sun. Okay. You think Michael Jordan was good at baseball? No, he was great at basketball. Then he went into baseball and he sucked because it was something new for him. Let's talk about. Hey,
No, I'm taking that personally.
Peyton Nails. Okay, Peyton Nail Lady. Let's move on to R&D. You were talking about how Sunworks actually does research. Okay, have they come up since 2002 with their own battery? No, they have not. And that's really sad because guess what? SunPower introduced a solar home battery system called the SunPack. And think about that for a second. Why buy the steak when you can buy the whole cow? Now, what's happening is normal people like me and Scott, we go buy our solar panels. Then we ask ourselves, hey, where's all that wasted energy going to? Back to PG&E? Hold on. No, it's going back to our SunPack battery that we purchased. End result, SunPower stocks making money not only off on their cells, but they're also making on their solar panels, but also they're making money on their battery storage system. This is is the same thing as Tesla. This is what Tesla's doing. It's creating an all-encompassing thing, just like Apple, just like Google.
That sounds great and everything, David, but Sunworks is coming out with a way to not just help solar power, but they're coming up with a way to help design houses ready for solar power. So if you're not ready to do it yet, they're helping design houses that can be later.
SunPower already has their major contract with KB Homes. Okay, that means everything's already set up.
And you know, you're right. And KB Homes right now is just building houses like crazy in this pandemic world. I'm, you know, oh my God, I drove by and oh right, I haven't seen any new KB Homes being built.
Oh, listen,
that's such a great deal. You know what, Dave? Let me tell you something. You've already proven why SunPower isn't going to do really well and why they need 5 bajillion customers. You just recently did a live session in our group page trying to call SunPower to see if you can ask questions about their solar panels, their energy, their battery packs, and what happened. Wait, no. What happened? Hey, all you space traders, you know what happened if you were there on that call, you saw in the Facebook group.
All right, fine.
They got rerouted for like 2 hours before they finally spoke to somebody in the Philippines, right? Because you know what? Because your employees suck. That's why you need like thousands of them. And while Sunworks can get the job done with 200 people.
Hold on a second here, okay? Let me tell you something, all right? I swear I'd get on my rocket right now if I was wearing pants. Let me tell you something, okay? I thought about that, and yes, we first called the Santa Clarita office, then we called the San Jose main office, where SunPower, hello Silicon Valley, where you don't need to yawn, okay? The sun's already up. Okay, what are you, a freaking rooster? All right? We called Northridge, we called Santa Clarita, then we called the main place in San Jose, then we called the Philippines, then we realized why. You know why? You know why we couldn't get a hold of anybody? Because they're too busy taking calls, because it is rocketing through the roof, and I kept getting siphoned off like some wannabe Neo into the voicemail system, okay?
Yeah, that's why nobody's going to be able to buy any SunPower.
Throw some facts out.
Plus the fact that you thought you could just be a consumer and just call in and buy a panel.
I was not a consumer.
Yeah, who did you call pretending to be?
I was TD Waterman. I was the vice president of TD Water Construction. We are a small startup. We're cranking out about 100 homes prefab. And we were looking for a 10-year to 20-year, contract with SunPower, and we will get it.
That sounds like, I don't know if you've ever seen Tim Dillon do fake business, but that's what that sounds like. Sounds like a lot of fake business.
Hey, I'm going to give you a little bit of credit. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of credit, okay? I looked up a little bit of technical. I looked up the RSI for both of our stocks. relative strength index, for those of you guys watching at home. And both of them actually were a buy as of today. So you know what? Back and forth aside, I want to kind of, get the forest through the trees here, which SunPower is generating more sun for. But the point is this: both of these stocks, I think you should be bullish on. I really think you should. I don't know if you guys want to add anything to that.
Well, that's why we're here, because it's obviously we can agree that at least both companies are doing something very good to reduce the carbon footprint. And I'm a fan of that. I've been preaching about that, and I throw a lot of money in that space. But as a stock Jedi, it is my responsibility to make sure that people put their dollars where they can get a return on investment. While you're worried about RSI, Peyton and I are worried about ROI. You should look up what that is, ROI, David.
I thought you were worried about BYOB, dude. Freaking lush.
I'm never worried about that shit.
Yeah, how many steps is it to the fridge?
But
12?
when you look at, we can talk about market cap and revenue, but when you look at the opportunities to invest in either company, you kind of have to be a little bit speculative about it and which company has a better potential to give you a better return on an investment. And so Sunworks, especially given the fact that they start off as a penny stock for a long time and only has started to orbit out into space within the last 3 months, gives it an opportunity to where we can still be pretty speculative as where their ceiling is going to be. SunPower being around for so long, we kind of know where they're going to hover. I think you're only going to see at most maybe another 10% growth over the rest of the year. While Sunworks, 10% I think is the floor, and we can look at another 25-30% as its ceiling.
What about when that's cute. That's nice. I'll make sure to wear that to Sunday school as a hat. What about when SunBowl continues to buy out these small?
Yeah, go ahead and keep assuming more debt as you try to acquire.
What about when they buy Sunworks? Okay.
They're not going to buy Sunworks.
Why not?
Because Gary Morris isn't interested in that.
But what if they do? Have you thought about that? Have you?
Well, you know what? It could happen because you know what? SunPower's like, wow, we suck. We need to acquire a better team to make sure we survive. Exactly. So, when he looks at Sunworks, they're going to be like, oh shit, what a really good company. We need them.
When you're done with this competition, you are going to be so broke from investing in Sunworks. And
you know what?
You're not going to be able to pay attention.
Let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's place a bet. Okay.
Do it.
Bet your team versus our team. Hey, all of you watching along, you guys decide too. Why don't we make a bet for the next 60 days? Okay. And we'll start with a closing price for both of our companies on Friday. So from now through the next 60 days, after 60 days, whichever company has the highest growth percentage wins. Okay. SunPower versus Sunworks. Next 60 days, highest growth margin. Or for you guys, possibly, decline.
That's cute. You keep taking the blue pill, Saw. See how that works out for you.
All right, so let's talk. What are we betting over? What do you want to bet over?
Well, we're going to bet for charity, right?
Okay, we can do that. Let's take the difference in our growth percentages at the end of 60 days, and the winner, or basically the loser, has to multiply the difference, the percentage difference, by a factor of 10. So and that'll be the money to donate to the other team's charity.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. So just to clarify, so let's say my stock grows, I don't know, 100%. Your grows negative 100. So that's 200%. So times that by 10. So I'll do $2,000 to the charity. Now, how are we going to? And that's fine. I'm down for that. How are we going to determine which charity? Do we want people to post in Space Traders on the channel?
Well, you know what, Team Sunworks, we'll get together and talk about it. Payne, is there any particular charity on your mind that you think we should consider?
Scott, what do you think?
I love the idea of like suicide prevention, something like that. How do you feel about that, Saw?
I think it's important because we certainly want to make sure David is well protected after he loses. So,
yeah, I think suicide prevention is a great cause. I think it's a fantastic cause. I teach 6th grade, and it's been depressing, for a lot of these kids stuck in the house. And I'm not saying the kids are committing suicide. I'm saying that from what I'm seeing with kids, and I think it can also expand to everybody right now in America, there's depression going on. So let's go ahead and do that for suicide. I think it's the right cause, and it's the right time.
Yeah, no, that's I think it's important that we don't forget all the people that are struggling through the pandemic, both
Absolutely.
because of disease, loneliness, depression. And let's not also forget all the bag holders from GameStop and AMC and Nokia and BlackBerry, all these people that jumped in way too late and now they're just sad and depressed.
Don't
Yeah.
forget Dogecoin. Dude, I read this article. Some girls like, oh my gosh. So my boyfriend, he took all my $8,500 in college and he bought it into Dogecoin. And I've been looking up FAQ. I've been trying to Google FAQ to figure out how to get it back. I'm like, where's FAQ? So, hey, but hey, with dude, you know what though? Whatever happens, I'm gonna and listen, man. Jokes aside, if you're watching this, dude, be bullish on both stocks, man. Be bullish on both stocks. I mean, yeah, you can rah and cheer, but you know what? Diversify because, dude, both of these stocks are going to go up. It's just a matter of which one of our stocks is going to go up more than the other one. And you know
Translation, in other words, if you are already invested in SunPower because you listened to Dave early, buy Sunworks to hedge your losses over there. That's really what he's trying to say. Buy both so that you're hedging the losses of the other one.
Where did you learn how to do comedy? Mail order? Oh my God. Would you get that in an envelope? He'll tell joke right now. Listen, the sun is coming out. Okay. And right now, it is, God, what is it? February? Is that how you pronounce it? February? It's that stupid freaking R and Wednesday. Anyway, so in March and April and May around the country, just as a positive thing I'd like to end with on, the sun's coming out, baby. Nobody buys solar panels when it's snowing and raining. Here comes the sun.
Oh my gosh.
It's
all right, let's cut him off. Cut him off. Anyways, you guys like he's trying to simulate floating in space. Okay, that's kind of funny. I'll give you that. But hey, guys, thanks for tuning in on Super Bowl Sunday. This is our Sun Bowl. I want to specifically thank my very own sunshine in my life, Peyton Nealis, for joining on the call. Scott, I want to apologize that Dave kind of put you on the spot here. But, you know, if you ever want to join the Sunworks team, our door is always welcome. Come on over to the dark side. I mean, the bright side, not the dark side, the bright side. Dave, any final words?
Stupid you are. Think you not. You must have made in SunPower.
All right. You guys have a good time. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share it with some friends. But definitely, if you're looking to get your money into renewable energy, consider any of the solar.
You're going to go ahead and want to do SunPower. Sorry, I took the words right out of your mouth, huh?
All right. We'll see you guys later. Thanks so much.
All right. Happy trading from Space Traders.